Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a great day for me because today we get to talk about one of my favorite vehicles. I know I say I have a ton of favorite vehicles, but in order to have all of those other favorite vehicles, I have to have my favorite tow pig. So today we're going to talk about my 2019 Ford F-450 Platinum Dually. I absolutely love this truck. The family's dubbed her Big Booty Judy. So here she is. So starting off with the front, I bought this truck. I was actually forced into buying this truck by Mrs. Import Motoring. She told me that I needed to get a newer truck because I had a 2006 Dodge Ram 3500 that was like I called it my Swiss Army knife, because that thing, I could haul with it, tow with it, it carried all my supplies with me. Everything I did, but the truck had 300,000 miles on it, so I really put it to work and I used it quite a bit. So the time came to sell the black Ram 3500, and so I updated it to the Ford. Like anybody, if you watch my videos, I'm a Ford guy. I usually tend to graft myself towards Ford vehicles, and so here she is. And like I said, I absolutely love this truck. When I got this truck, it was completely stock. It had 12,900 miles when I got it. I bought it in 2021, in January of 2021. And this is a big purchase for me. I normally don't go out and just purchase big purchases like this, but after driving it and again having my arm twisted by Mrs. Import Motoring, I pulled the trigger on it and I went down and picked it up in Bountiful, Utah. I took a friend of mine with me. He went down with me one day during the week and we picked the truck up, and I absolutely, like I said, I love the truck. This was a Canadian truck. The crazy story about this truck was so we're a broker, right? And I actually was watching this truck go across the auction block, but when it was going for sale, but it just went a little bit more than I had at the time to buy out of pocket. And so I knew who bought the truck because I was watching the auction. And so fast forward about a month, they had it up on sale, and they weren't asking much more than what they paid for it from the auction. So I was like, man, this is kind of a win-win deal. So we went in and I called them up. I talked to them. I worked the deal with the finance manager and everything like that, and the general manager, and we were able to pick it up. And I had three trucks in mind. I had a white Limited, but with our Huskies, the white with the really light interior just wasn't going to work. I had this black Platinum, and then I had a King Ranch in Louisiana that we were going to fly down and pick up and then just kind of do like a big drive home with it. But I ended up going with this one. It was the best price, lowest miles, closest one to me, and so here we are. So starting at the front of the truck, we had the whole thing color matched, bumper and the grill, and then I had the tow hooks when we did the lift. We are running Illusion Lime from Prismatic Powders. Key lime, Illusion key lime is what we're running. I'm running the rigid off-road lights behind the grill. I do this on pretty much most of my trucks. We had the front emblem wrapped. This is temporary. I'm actually going to be going with another emblem that lights up, and we'll do the doors and everything like that. It's a guy out of Florida. I can't remember his name right now, but we're trying to get that deal worked out with him. Again, we're running a 6-inch BDS lift. We are running a Striker dual steering stabilizer kit on the bottom. If you look down here, you'll see it. You have to kind of climb underneath there, but you'll be able to see it. Again, powder-coated sway bar, powder-coated drop brackets, powder-coated coil springs, the Fox shocks. I run Fox shocks on pretty much most of my trucks. If you come around to the side, we are actually running 38-inch Nitto ridge grapplers on the 24-inch fuel. I think they're called the FF19s. Running the spike lug nuts on it. Color matched emblem. Color matched up here. Smoked all of the marker lights on the truck. I don't really like marker lights. If the truck wouldn't have had it, that would have been better for me, but it had it, so we just run with it. The more and more I get used to the truck and the more and more I drive the truck, unbelievable truck. It just is amazing what this truck can do. In fact, side story, right after I bought this truck, I hadn't sold my Dodge yet, and I let a family member drive it with my 43-foot trailer down to Texas loaded, and unfortunately the transmission decided it was going to exit stage right about halfway down, and so I didn't even have this truck a week. I had to go out and get the hitch put in it so I could go pick up my truck and trailer that was broken down in Durango, Colorado. So that's when I really started to fall in love with it, because it just was such a workhorse. So had the windows tinted, windows tinted. We even tinted the front windshield on it. I have started doing that a lot on my cars because it really does help keep the temperature down in the truck, especially with the black leather. It's just crazy. BDS recoil track bar. We are running the Firestone 7500 towing airbags in the rear. And then if you look underneath, we're running the horn blasters, train horns. Yeah, I have to put them on. We're running the Gen Y hitch. I even have the little step for the Gen Y hitch. It comes in handy. In the back, you can see I'm running my fifth wheel hitch in the back, and then I do have a toolbox in it. And then we're running the Revolver X bed cover. This has been probably one of my greatest purchases for this truck. This thing it's so nice when we're going down the road. It keeps everything secure. I don't know about helping with fuel mileage like they say it does, but you know, color match the platinum on the back right here. I've got my loading lights, or my I don't like the way you drive lights. So we're running the MBRP 4-inch catback exhaust on it. My tip's not doing so well. We had it powder coated to match the truck, but it's not doing so well. We're gonna fix that. I think I'm just gonna powder coat it a matte black. If you look on the truck, it's hard to see in the camera, but we're running vinyl right here to protect the dually fenders. So other than a cold air intake, the truck's engine is stock. I haven't tuned it. A couple guys are like, oh, you should look at deleting it and things like that. I don't want to delete it. This particular truck, I just want to drive it, enjoy it, work it a little bit here and there, and just enjoy the ride. So if you come on the inside, we updated the speakers in the back. We are running 4 8-inch subs with the box. We had to lift the seat up to do that, and with the 5-channel amps mounted behind it. We're running the DVD players, tablets. The cool thing about them is you can actually take those out and you can play games with them. You can sync them together. You can play games with them. It's got several different things, and I really like this. We haven't really got to use them too much because we haven't taken the truck out of town too much, but it's been fun having them. The inside's pretty well stock, other than just a few add-on things here and there. I do have a couple plans for the interior. I do want to do the Linkswell Tesla Tablet on it, and then we are going to do a couple other things to the interior. It's got the big panoramic roof. All my switches for my lights are on my auxiliary panel up at the roof, including my train horns. I have my train horns so that I can have them on or off and just use the regular horn if I need to. So again, the interior is pretty well stock, other than the subs and the head units, or the DVD players. Like I said, I want to do the Tesla Tablet. There's one other thing I'm looking at doing for the interior. If I can afford to do it, I think it'll kind of help set the interior off, because realistically, the interior for this truck is exactly how I want it. Just pristine, clean, and it pretty much has everything but the kitchen sink inside of it. The one thing that we are going to be doing is we're going to be putting our logo, Import Motoring logo, on the steps. I've reached out to Next Level Mats. They're assisting me to do that. We're just kind of doing some back and forth emailing and stuff like that. I'm hoping to have these ready. There's a big truck show coming up in Idaho in July called the Idaho Truck Invasion, and I would like to have this truck ready to go for that, with the mats, with the new handles that have the LED cutouts in them. So basically what the LED cutouts will do is it'll go headlights, mirror, front, rear, taillight. And so it'll do it all in sequential. It'll look real good when it's done. And then one of the last things that I got to get ordered sooner than later, is I'm going to do a set of Morimoto headlights, and we're going to have them painted the green so that we can try to bring a little bit more green on the truck. I'm going to get these painted in green as well. And then just a few things like that. So But I will ask though, you know, if anybody's been researching or been doing anything. I think I've got everything covered on the truck other than doing an any level lift, and I'm not going to do an any level lift on this truck. I would like to do an any level kit on another truck if I can afford it, but this particular truck, I just like the way the truck sits. We get compliments on it all the time when we're driving it, so I think I'm just going to leave this one the way it is. But anything other than an any level lift, if anybody has any ideas or anything like that, please, you know, comment down below. Thanks again for watching the video about my big Booty Judy, my 2019 Ford F-450. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you really liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. I have a lot of cars that I want to show to the world, and I want to show what I do. And so the more subscribers, the more it makes me want to do it, because I love the feedback. I hit the notification button, you'll know anytime I do anything to the truck. Like I said, I don't know what I have planned next to the truck that's big, but if you hit the notification button, you'll be sure to know when I do something to it. Again, we at Import Motoring drive our inner passion, and we always hope that you do as well. Thanks again. Until next time.